Hey guys, and welcome to my channel Synergy X, where value meets potential. And I do believe that you have potential to succeed in whatever you're trying to achieve. Now, my name is Daniel, and in this particular video, I have mentioned, as in the headline, that we will talk about leadership, which I find to be extremely interesting. And there are many different types of leaders out there. And there is a very important component that we call for emotional intelligence. And I will go through these things in just a few seconds. So let's roll on. All right, guys. So what are we going to look into in this video? We'll talk about what is emotional intelligence really all about, how can we implement it in our work life, but also in our personal lives, why is emotional intelligence important, and what are the different type of leadership styles. Lastly, how can the different leadership styles be used? And they may vary from situation to situation, of course. But let's start with EQ. Unlock your potential as a leader by understanding the importance of emotional intelligence. And there is a great guy with the same name as myself called Daniel Goleman. He basically came up with the term. If you haven't read the book, I would recommend reading the book from Daniel Goleman called Emotional Intelligence. But delving into this, it's basically the ability to empathize with others. It is the ability to understand and manage one's own emotions in different situations, and it's also the ability to understand other people's emotions. And you already know, if you're running a business, that emotions may be everywhere, and you're dealing with people, meaning you're dealing with their emotions. So having a high EQ is a big advantage in all situations, whether it's personal or in business. And a high level of EQ will help you yourself and understand others, why certain emotions arise while facing different circumstances. And we can divide the EQ into 4 components. So you have the self-management, so the ability to control your impulsive emotions and behaviors in different situations. And we have what we call for self-awareness, which is the ability to recognize your own emotions and how they affect your thoughts and behaviors. You are aware of your strengths and weaknesses, and in parallel, you do have confidence. This is so important, guys. Self-awareness, learning about yourself, learning, what you can tolerate, what you can't, where is your limit. Yeah, study this more in detail, read the book. Social awareness, basically the ability to understand other emotions and have empathy for them, so other people's emotions. And you also then, by putting yourself in their shoes, you understand the need and concern of others. This gives you a completely different picture on what they may go through if you're able to empathize with them. Relationship management. So in other words, the ability to develop good relationships, inspire and influence others, communicate clearly and work well in a team, and you're also good at managing conflict. So ask yourself this question: what would learning more about emotional intelligence do for my leadership style? What would it do for my personal life? How is my temper in general? Do I really understand? Do I really take the time to understand what other people are going through? Or if you have employees, they really take the time to understand how they're feeling and what they may go through. Do you understand why they react in certain ways in different situations? It is probably the most important ingredient in a leader to have a high EQ, from my perspective and from my experience. And a high degree of EQ can certainly help you excel your leadership career and really foster a healthy and inviting culture. And I would say, because I've seen it so many times, a low degree of EQ has the opposite effect. You have toxic culture, you have a higher turnover, and you have unhappy employees, which leads to less productive employees. Understand your leadership style. Take a moment to understand what type of leader are you, and learn what combination of the different leadership styles that makes you grow and improve as a leader. Also understand that leadership is not defined by your position but rather by looking after the people around you. That is a quote from Simon Sinek, so kudos to him for that. And I do agree with him. Below are the various leadership styles that are defined. So you have the coercive leader. This is a leadership style that comes out as instructive and commanding, so the military, for example. Or if there is an emergency somewhere that basically you have to instruct people. There's no time to delegate or to interact or ask people about people's opinion. You have the authoritative leader, and this is a leadership style that provides team members with direction, but the freedom to accomplish the task. This is also known as the visionary style. We also have what we call for the affiliative leader, and this is a leader that focuses on the people, focus on work environment and encouragement. You have the democratic leader, known as participative, and this is a style that values everyone's opinion. And we have the pace-setting leader, and this is a style that sets high standards and goes forward with a great example. And then lastly, on the leadership styles, we have the coaching leader, and this style focuses on the development of the employees. So as you can see here, there isn't really one you can always follow. There should be a mix of 1 or 2 or 3 of them, depending on the situation. So authoritative leader, there are probably many that are authoritative and known as visionaries. Sometimes you combine that with, for example, coaching. Maybe you're a new CEO and you have people around you that are rather, if they're graduates or whatever that may be, but they need that coaching style, right? You want to or you need to develop them. Then you use the coaching style. So you have to find out, of course, from your perspective, what style that you should adapt into the various situations. So food for thought, guys, food for thought. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you like this channel, there are other similar videos like this. So please subscribe, and until next video, take care.